Good evening. This is Matt once again, and coming from Refocusing Barbados after a very long layoff. Over the past few months, I've been very busy trying to develop the business and restructuring the business and getting the business giving the business a more national appeal. But here we are again, 5 years after the last election, and we have 30 vacancies available. These are national vacancies, and these 30 that we have a saying. But the other vacancies, and those are in the Senate, we have no say in those. And this is a Westminster system of government. And what it does, though, is it doesn't allow for a full participatory democracy. In fact, the behavior of all politicians over the years have demonstrated that they think we only need a voice once every 5 years. And there's a level of disrespect associated with that. We have done the performance reviews. There's no doubt about it. We were reviewing the performance of this government for the last 5 years. And now it is time for us to fill these 30 vacancies. And from the look of things, I think Barbadians have made up their minds that, you know, these 30 vacancies are going to be filled, and they're going to be filled in a particular way. I cannot say personally that the Dems were bad to me. Honestly, the Prime Minister has been good to me, and Mr. Don Innes, he has been good to me. So let me clear up that. They have been good to me. But one of the things that I have noticed over the past 10 years was that the Dems are poor managers. And I am not going to hold back on saying that, because I don't have any fear when it comes to that. They're very poor managers, but brilliant politicians. And I would caution Barbados Labour Party members, don't be so quick to start parading or high-fiving or believing that this election is over. They're brilliant strategists, and we have seen it. I was watching television recently, and Mr. McLean was on TV, and he said he's still a member of the Democrat Labour Party. Let's look at that. People are saying St. John is going to fall. St. John ain't going nowhere. St. John is going nowhere. Bees do not drift. Dems do not drift. They don't stray. Bees will do it. And when you look at, this is how I read it. When you look at what is happening in St. John with Mr. Clean jumping in the race, and he said to us that he is still a Dem, it is giving the supposed Democrat Labour Party another choice. And don't think that if that vote is split, that the Barbados Labour Party will win, because the difference in the vote last election is so massive in favor of the Dems that even if the vote is split, the Barbados Labour Party will not win that seat. But if this is the strategy, then it is brilliant strategy. It gives those in St. John a home to go, to stay with their own. They can identify with that rather than identifying with the Barbados Civil Party. But getting back to these vacancies. Imagine that we have 30 vacancies. We say, based on our constitution, we have 30 vacancies. And we have done the performance review, but we are not particularly interested in doing the job interviews. We are not asking for the curriculum vitae either. We are not asking for the CVs. In fact, it is all about the politician in this season. They're saying, okay, this is what we are going to do. Imagine that. We seem not to have much input other than going to the polling station and place our X wherever we choose to place it. But it's all about the politician and what they're saying to us. They're interviewing us. We are not interviewing them. So the process is wrong. We've got this thing all mixed up. But one of the things that is bothering me in all of this is that I am hearing too many people say they are not voting. And when I look over the years at some polls, it seems that there is a constituency in Barbados that continues to grow all the time. There's no support. There's that base support for the Dems and that base support for the Bs, but there's a constituency within there which is growing all the time. And when I look at it, it's getting larger and larger every election. Every election cycle, it gets larger. More people are copping out of voting. And they're saying they're independent, they don't know, they don't say. But right inside there, there's something called cynicism. And I think in some ways, politicians think that cynicism is ideal because you get a lot of people to step out of the voting process. And when they do that, usually they have a lower voter turnout and the government retains power. But I am worried about it. I am worried about it. And because we can end up getting the government that we don't want. And we need to step in and be proactive. We need to call politicians to account. You say, this is your manifesto. This is what you say you will do. All right, come, talk to me. We have representatives, people who want to be prospective representatives for our area. We need to call them in and sit down and talk to them. Come, let me hear your views and question them and grill them. You don't employ people before questioning them and do some background checks and that kind of thing. You don't do it. So why would you do it to your country? And where the future of your children is at stake, and your children's children is at stake. And I'm wondering why we continue to get go around and circumvent this whole process, and we don't think it's important. We need to bring these politicians before us and ask them the hard questions. Don't give them a pass. And that's why we get so many problems in our economy, because a lot of them are not fit to hold office. And you look at some of the policies that they want to put in place, and you start to wonder, well, what's going on? Well, what is really going on? I am watching this, and you know, I had to shake my head last week. And I tell the truth, I passed by FCIB, First Caribbean, in Warrens recently last week. And I was going towards Chafet, the other roundabout. And I saw a campaign bus parked alongside the road, And there's a big, in bold letters, the side of the bus saying progress. And I shook my head and I said, whoa, progress. I think, honestly, I think we really need to think about these things. Progress? I can't see it. I can't see it. I can't see it. But I am not going to call this election yet. I know deep inside me what my feelings are. I know what I would like to see. But I am not going to say anything yet. I am going to watch it. But from the way it seems to be a foregone conclusion. I am not afraid to speak my mind. Honestly, I don't see how the Dems are going to win this election. I don't see it. I don't see it. It would take some divine intervention. Knowing Barbadians, I can't see it. I want to thank you for listening. This has been Refocusing Barbados. Thank you.